Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. So today we are continuing on with our Hard Things to Polish series. Today I have this Bay of Fundy agate nodule that I picked up when the boys and I were rock hounding a couple years ago. I'll put a link to the video up here where we've actually found this piece. It was very interesting because this is what it looks like dry. I think it's a combination of chalcedony and zeolite. There's definite banding in there. There's some water line in there. I'm going to show it to you wet in a second because it looks much different wet, but it just looks like it's going to be a hard thing to polish. It just looks really earthy. It's not really too fine grained. It's got a little bit of texture to it, but be interesting to see what kind of polish I can get out of it. Anyway, by the magic of the internet, here's what it looks like wet. So as you can see, it's got some really cool things going on. It's got this brown tan section over here. This is what I think is more zeolite-y over here, and then you have this section here that obviously came later, and you can see some banding there, a little bit of water line in there. So it's definitely interesting. Wanted to get this one polished for a while, but I was kind of scared that it wouldn't polish, but I'm gonna give it the old college try today. If it doesn't polish, it doesn't polish. At least we'll know. I have a bunch of other specimens exactly like this from the same location. So I haven't polished anything from there yet, so it's going to be nice to know what kind of polish they take. So we're going to do this probably using the polishing pads and like the drill and the polishing wheels. It's too big for the flat lap, and it's just, I think, a little too small for the vibro lap. So it's a good candidate for the hand polishing. Let's get to it. We'll get in there and start the process. Come along. It's at this point I realized this rock is going to be way too hard to polish by this method. I'm using the 50 grit grinding wheel here, and it's just not taking it down. I've been working on this thing for like over an hour, so I'm going to switch it over to the flat lap. The piece I think will barely fit on the flat lap surface. I'm going to give it a try, but I don't see me getting this piece done in any reasonable amount of time by using the diamond wheels. This material is very, very hard, and I do remember when I was cutting it, it was extremely hard on the saw blade. So yeah, I don't think there's much zeolite in this material. It's probably mostly chalcedony, just an odd color. So I'm going to take it over to the flat lap and try my luck there. Well, the good news is this piece does fit on the flat lap. The bad news is it's still going to take me a little bit of time because of the size. It's a flat piece. I'm flat polishing, so that's always going to take longer than contour polishing on a flat lap, just because of the surface area. It's a large surface area you're trying to flat polish. So this will take some time, but it's a lot faster than the polishing pads. I can notice my marker, as you can see here, it's disappearing, so I am getting it flat. So I'm just going to keep grinding away at this, and this is an 80 grit wheel, and I'm going to work my way to the 260. Okay, we are done polishing that agate nodule. Before I show you the final results, I just wanted to let you know that we are an affiliate with High Tech Diamond, and using our code RHLife, you could get yourself 10% discount on the entire website, except for machines and gift cards, but you can get everything else. Saw blades, flat lap pads, there's tools for your Dremel on the website. So lots of stuff over there. Go check them out. But remember to go through our affiliate link here in the description of this video, and you can use the code RHLife to get yourself 10% discount on the store. This is the 8-inch flat lap, and it's a great starter tool for anyone looking to get into the lapidary hobby. It does small stones. It's best for small stones. It's good for contour polishing, flat polishing. As you can see, we just polished this gigantic rock. You know, that rock's probably 3-4 inches wide, and it fit on there just barely, but it did the job. And I'll show you the results here in a minute. But great little starter machine. I highly recommend it. Now let's get back to showing this rock. So here's the finished product. It took a very nice shine. It was so hard to polish though. This is one of the hardest rocks I've ever polished. It's so hard. When I tried using the polishing pads, it was just way too hard to polish with that. I was using a 50 grit diamond wheel, and it just wasn't taking anything off. It was just barely scratching the surface. So had to switch it to the flat lap. The 80 grit disc did pretty good, but the 260 grit disc, man, I was probably 2 hours on that thing, just grinding it down, getting it level, removing the scratches from the 80 grit disc. So this thing was super hard, but it took a really nice polish. Really happy with how it turned out. See all the agate details, the lines in there now. It's definitely like some sort of chalcedony, just a weird color. It's like beige, but it's so hard it has to be. It's not zeolite. There's no way. So I got a lot of these. This is the biggest one and the most interesting one, but I've got a couple other ones that have this kind of gray outside and the chalcedony clear inside with the water lines. Got a few of those smaller ones. Might polish those ones up in the future. But yeah, really happy with how it's turned out. So I'd say this is a success. I was able to polish this. As always, if you like the content, please comment below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you thought about this polish here today. Maybe subscribe to the channel if you like the content. We put out a video every week. At least we try. Typical content is, you know, we get some rock hounding videos out there, and we also do a lot of this lapidary content. So hope everybody has a great week, and we'll catch you in the next one.